Hey, everyone! Welcome back to the channel Valuable Coins History Top 5 First Up, where we dive deep into the world of coin collecting and hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today's spotlight is on a very specific coin, the 1992p United States quarter dollar in extra fine condition. You won't believe the surprising value this coin can have in today's coin market. Now, most people think that a quarter is just 25 cents. But in the world of numismatics, even the most common-looking coins can hold significant value, especially if they have unique characteristics or are in top condition. The 1992p quarter might not scream rare at first glance. After all, it was produced in large numbers. But as we'll see, there are a few key reasons why collectors are paying attention to this coin today. First off, the P mint mark tells us that this quarter was minted in Philadelphia. In 1992, the Philadelphia Mint struck over 384 million quarters. That's a lot, but quantity isn't the whole story. Condition is everything. A coin in extra fine condition, often abbreviated as XF, has light wear on the highest points of the design, but still retains sharp details and some of its original luster. Collectors love XF coins because they show the design clearly without being overly worn. It's a great balance between affordability and beauty, especially for coins from the 1990s. Now, let's talk value. In circulated condition, a 1992p quarter might just be worth its face value. But in extra fine condition, the story changes, especially if it has a strong strike and eye appeal. According to recent auction data, some 1992p quarters in XF condition are selling for between $1 and $5, and in some cases, even more if the coin has something special going on. What do I mean by special? We're talking about die errors, varieties, and even off-center strikes. These imperfections during the minting process can turn a normal coin into a collector's dream. One known variety to watch for is a double die obverse, where the date or lettering appears to be doubled. These are rare, but if your 1992p quarter has this, its value can shoot up dramatically. There are also coins with weak strikes, or quarters that were improperly planchette prepared. These may look strange or slightly off, and collectors love that kind of uniqueness. Coin grading plays a huge role in determining value. If you believe your coin is XF or better, consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. That certification adds legitimacy and can increase its market value. Let's say your 1992p quarter is in top-end XF condition with strong luster. A collector looking to complete a Washington quarter set might be willing to pay a premium for it. The 1992p isn't a silver coin, it's a copper-nickel clad. But even clad coins have collector demand when they're in high condition or have rare traits. The key is eye appeal. No heavy scratches, no dull surface, and no damage. If your coin looks great at first glance and holds up under close inspection, it might just be a winner. So where do you sell or value a coin like this? Online marketplaces like eBay, Etsy, and coin-specific auction houses are your best bet. Always include clear photos and grading info in your listings. You can also visit coin shows, talk to local dealers, or join coin forums online. Many collectors are eager to trade or buy XF quarters for the right price. Right now, the coin market is heating up. Thanks to social media and more people getting into collecting, even more recent coins are gaining popularity and value. Another factor? Inflation and economic uncertainty. People are turning to coins and collectibles as a store of value, and that means higher prices for in-demand coins. And don't forget, the Washington Quarter series has been iconic since 1932. Coins from the early 90s, like the 1992p, are aging into collectible territory. So even if you don't sell today, holding on to a high-grade 1992p quarter might be a smart move. As it gets harder to find clean examples, the value will likely go up. If you're just starting out in coin collecting, the 1992p quarter is a great example of how knowledge and patience can turn pocket change into real value. So, next time you check your change, look closely. That everyday quarter could be worth more than you think, especially if it's from 1992 and in extra fine condition. Let us know in the comments if you've found one of these quarters or if you're checking your collection right now. We love hearing from fellow coin hunters. Next up, today's video is going to excite you. We're diving into the 1995 United States quarter dollar. Yes, that seemingly ordinary coin might be worth more than you think, especially in extra fine condition. We'll break down everything you need to know about this coin, from its historical background, design features, to its current market value and collector demand. Make sure to watch till the end, because we'll also talk about recent auction prices and what makes certain 1995 P quarters more valuable than others. The 1995 P quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The P mint mark can be seen just behind George Washington's ponytail on the obverse. This was part of the Washington Quarter Series, which ran from 1932 to 1998 before transitioning to the State Quarters program. In 1995, over 1.1 billion of these quarters were minted in Philadelphia. So, yes, it's not a rare coin in terms of mintage. But here's the catch. Condition, die varieties, and errors play a huge role in increasing its value for collectors. On the obverse, you'll find the iconic profile of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan. The reverse features the traditional eagle design, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches below, a symbol of strength and peace. These classic designs make the 1995 P quarter a nostalgic piece, especially for collectors who prefer pre-state quarter-era coins. Collectors also look for full details, sharp lines, clear date, and visible features, which are all signs of a coin in extra fine or better condition. Let's talk about what extra fine actually means. In coin grading, extra fine, or XF, means the coin shows only light wear on the high points. In an XF coin, you'll still see almost all of the design with nice sharp detail. There might be some slight wear, but it doesn't distract from the overall appearance. For a 1995 P quarter, this grade means it's more desirable than your average pocket change coin, and that bumps up the value. So, how much is a 1995 P quarter in extra fine condition worth today? On average, collectors might pay around $1 to $5 for a solid XF specimen. That may not seem like a fortune, but considering it's a 25-cent coin, that's a 300% to 2,000% return. If your coin has additional features, like being well-centered, having an attractive tone, or being nearly about uncirculated, you could fetch even more. Some rare error versions of the 1995 P quarter have sold at auctions for much higher amounts. Off-center strikes, die cracks, or double dies can skyrocket value. For example, a 1995 P quarter with a significant double die obverse error once sold for over $100. That's why it's crucial to look closely at your coins. A coin that looks normal at first glance could be hiding a valuable flaw. Collectors today are especially interested in 80s and 90s coinage in top condition, as these are becoming harder to find in circulation. With coin roll hunting and collecting on the rise, even coins from the 90s like the 1995 P are gaining popularity. As more collectors look to complete their Washington quarter sets, the demand for well-preserved examples will only go up. So, check your change, look through those old coin jars, and you might just find a 1995 P quarter in XF condition or better. Who knows, it could be worth more than you think. Next up, where we dig deep into the world of rare coins and hidden gems in your pocket change. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about coins from the 90s, the 1996 United States quarter dollar. You might be wondering, can a 1996 quarter really be worth anything more than 25 cents? Well, the answer might surprise you, especially if yours is an extra fine, XF, condition or better. So, grab your coin folders and stay with us until the end, because we'll cover everything from its mintage history to what collectors are paying today in auctions and marketplaces. First off, the 1996 D quarter was minted in Denver, marked by the small D beneath Washington's neck on the obverse side of the coin. The total mintage was massive, over 906 million coins struck that year at the Denver Mint. That's a big number, but not all of them have survived in top condition. In circulated condition, these coins are typically only worth face value. But as the condition improves, especially into extra fine and mint state grades, their value begins to rise. Now, let's talk about condition. A coin graded as extra fine, or XF40 to XF45 on the Sheldon scale, shows light wear on the high points but retains strong detail across most of the design. In XF condition in 1996, D-quarter could fetch anywhere from 50 cents to $2, depending on the market and demand. But that's not the whole story. Coins in better condition, say AU, about uncirculated, or MS, mint state, especially with clean surfaces, strong luster, or unique toning, can see prices jump significantly. In fact, some MS-67 graded 1996 D-quarters have sold at auction for $30 to $50, and in rare cases, even more if they have additional eye appeal. Why would someone pay so much for a 25-cent coin? It all comes down to rarity in high grades and collector demand. Most quarters from that era were heavily circulated, tossed in jars, or used daily, so finding one in pristine condition is much harder than it seems. Here's where things get exciting: errors and varieties. Some 1996 D-quarters have been found with mint errors like off-center strikes, die cracks, or double dies. These errors can increase the value dramatically. For example, an off-center 1996 D-quarter with strong eye appeal might sell for $50 to $100 or more. Looking at recent auctions on platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Great Collections, we've seen strong results for high-grade and error 1996 D-quarters. In one auction, a gorgeous MS-68 example, which is an extremely high grade, sold for over $200. That's almost a 1,000x return on a quarter. But remember, grading is everything. Raw coins, even in seemingly great shape, usually won't bring big money unless verified by professional services like PCGS or NGC. So if you think you have a high-grade 1996 D-quarter, it might be worth sending it in for certification. For casual collectors, even XF quarters are worth hanging on to. If you're building a circulated set or looking to trade with other collectors, they have decent value. Now, here's a pro tip. Always check both sides of the coin for any unusual features, doubling, die chips, misalignments, anything that might add value. You'd be surprised how many people have rare varieties sitting in their pocket change without even knowing it. So the next time you come across a 1996 D-quarter, take a moment to really look at it. Is it sharp? Clean? Has an unusual strike? It could be worth far more than face value. In short, while the majority of 1996 D-quarters are common, those in extra fine condition and above, especially with unique features or errors, can attract serious attention from collectors. Next up, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss another coin collecting video. Today, we're diving into something that might be sitting in your pocket or coin jar right now, a 1998 D United States quarter dollar. You might be thinking, it's just a regular quarter. But hold on, some of these 1998 D-quarters, especially in extra fine condition, are getting a lot of attention in today's action-packed coin market. In this video, we'll break down the history of the 1998 D-quarter, what makes it special, how to spot an extra fine one, and how much it might be worth today. So stick around, because your change could be more valuable than you think. The 1998 D-quarter is part of the long-running Washington quarter series, which began back in 1932. The obverse features a portrait of George Washington, sculpted by John Flanagan. The D mint mark tells us this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, which produced over 821 million of these quarters in 1998. That might sound like a lot, but the condition of the coin is what really matters here. 1998 was also a transitional year. It was the final year before the U.S. Mint launched the 50-state quarters program in 1999. That means the 1998 D-quarter was the last of its classic era, which gives it added significance to collectors. Let's talk about grading. An extra fine, or XF grade, means the coin has light wear on the high points, but most of the details are still sharp and visible. You'll notice slight wear on Washington's cheek and hair, and maybe some smoothing on the eagle's wings on the reverse, but overall, the design will be well-defined with good eye appeal. For a coin to reach this grade, it must have been handled carefully, no major nicks, scratches, or corrosion. That's what makes XF coins stand out from the crowd. Now, here's where it gets exciting. In today's coin market, demand is surging for high-quality pre-1999 quarters, especially ones in XF or better condition. Collectors want the last of the classic quarters, and many are building complete sets that include the 1998 D. That means more eyes and dollars on this coin. Even though it's not a rare coin by mintage, condition rarity makes a big difference. An XF coin that's clean and well-preserved can sell for significantly more than face value. So, what's the value today? As of now, a 1998 D quarter in XF condition can fetch between $1 to $5, depending on the buyer and the coin's eye appeal. Higher grades like AU, almost uncirculated, or MS, mint state, can go for even more, sometimes $10 to $50, especially if they have errors or full strikes. On auction platforms like eBay or Heritage Auctions, we've seen 1998 D quarters in pristine condition getting competitive bids. The action is real, and the market is moving. Now, let's talk errors. Some 1998 D quarters come with die cracks, off-center strikes, or double dies, which can increase their value drastically. A known error to look for is the clipped planchet, where a portion of the coin is missing due to a minting mistake. These can be worth $20 to $100 or more, depending on severity. Always check your coin carefully with a magnifier. Errors turn common coins into collector gold, and many go unnoticed in circulation. If you're sorting through your change, pay attention to the mint mark and the overall sharpness of the coin. A little wear is fine, but too much, and you lose that XF value. Store your coins properly. Keep them in a 2x2 coin flip or a protective holder to avoid scratches and air exposure. XF coins can downgrade quickly if not stored right. And if you're looking to sell or trade, consider getting your coin graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can boost buyer confidence and your profit. The 1998 D Washington quarter may look like just another piece of change, but under the right conditions, it's a valuable piece of numismatic history. Its place as the last pre-statehood quarter, its potential in XF condition, and the possibility of rare errors make it a sleeper hit among collectors. So next time you're digging through your change, keep an eye out for this little gem. You just might be holding a $5 or even $50 coin without even knowing it. Next, your go-to destination for everything coin collecting, numismatics, and hidden treasures in your change. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you never miss a video. Today, we're diving deep into the 1990 United States quarter dollar and what it could be worth today in the collector's market. That's right, the 1990 D Washington quarter may seem like just another coin in your pocket, but if you've got one in extra fine condition, you might be sitting on a small treasure. So how valuable is it? What makes this quarter special? And is now the time to sell? Let's find out. First, a little history. The Washington quarter has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1932. The D mint mark on the 1990 quarter stands for the Denver Mint, one of the major mints in the United States. In 1990, the Denver Mint produced over 927 million quarter dollars. That's a huge number, so you might be thinking, how can this be valuable if so many were made? Great question. While the high mintage makes it common in circulated condition, condition is the key. A 1990 D quarter in average circulation is worth face value, just 25 cents. But if it's an extra fine, XF, condition, or better, the value can increase significantly. Now, what does extra fine actually mean? In coin grading, XF or YEF, extra fine, indicates light wear on the highest points of the design. For the 1990 D quarter, this means details like Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers are still sharp and visible. The difference between an average quarter and one in XF condition might seem small to the untrained eye, but for collectors and dealers, it's a huge deal. XF condition coins are just a step below, uncirculated, and are highly sought after. As of today's market, a 1990 D quarter in extra fine condition can be valued between $1 to $5, depending on the specific grade and eye appeal. But that's just the start. Coins with nearly perfect surfaces, approaching MS60 or MS65 mint state, can go much higher. High-grade specimens have sold for $50 to even over $100 at auction. Why so much for a quarter? Rarity and condition, demand among collectors, and sometimes even small minting errors can drive prices up. And yes, the 1990 D quarter does have a few known errors and varieties. One popular variety is the off-center strike, where the design is misaligned. Another is the clipped planchet, where part of the coin is missing due to a minting mistake. These errors can add big value. Let's talk auctions. In recent years, 1990, D quarters graded MS67 by NGC or PCGS have fetched prices between $100 and $300, depending on the market and coin appearance. So, if you think you have a valuable quarter, here's what to do. First, inspect the condition closely. Look for any sharp details, minimal wear, and no damage. Then, consider getting it graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Professional grading adds credibility and can significantly raise the value. It also protects your coin in a sealed holder, which is a big plus for buyers. If your coin checks out, you can try selling it on platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, or great collections. Make sure to include clear, high-resolution images and a good description. Another option? Local coin dealers or coin shows. These places let you get your coin looked at in person and possibly sold on the spot. Now, some people might be wondering, is this a good time to sell? The short answer is yes. Coin values, especially for modern coins in high condition, are in demand right now due to renewed interest in numismatics. With more people entering the hobby, coins that used to be overlooked, like the 1990 D quarter, are gaining attention. That means prices are staying strong. But remember, prices can fluctuate. Coin values often follow market trends, collector interest, and precious metal prices, even for non-silver coins like this one. Speaking of silver, no, the 1990 D quarter does not contain silver. It's made of copper and nickel. Only quarters from before 1965 contain 90% silver. Still, the value comes from the condition, rarity of grade, and possible errors, not from the metal content in this case. So the big takeaway? Check your change, especially old coin rolls or forgotten jars. That shiny 1990 D quarter might be worth more than you think. And if you find a potential winner, consider grading it or getting a second opinion from a dealer. You might just have a gem on your hands. Before we wrap up, let us know in the comments. Have you ever found a valuable coin in your pocket? Or do you have a 1990 D quarter in great condition? We'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow coin collectors, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome coin content. Until next time, happy collecting!